We're in the final week of our summer series called Start the Party. Now, when we say party, this is a context we're talking about living in the promise that Jesus made about helping us get the most out of life. Because as you know, when it comes to a party, a good vibe is important. You don't walk in a room and want to feel dull and down and sad. A vibe matters. When it comes to creating the right vibe, when things are even just a little off, it can be disappointing. So, what do you picture when you envision the full, amazing life that Jesus promises us? Because even if we can name the type of stuff we want, it probably feels like something that we don't have a lot of control in creating. Of all the billions of people on the planet, we're just a group of teens. Can we really make that much of an impact in this world? I believe the answer is yes. And the reason I believe that is because I believe there's good news. And that good news is that we're not the first people in history to feel this way. There's a passage from the book of Luke in the Bible that tells us about what Jesus' life on earth was like. But the more Jesus preached, the more obvious it became that Jesus wasn't just interested in reaching the people of his own background, religion, or culture. Jesus was for everyone. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look at an encounter in Jesus' life that Luke recorded. One day, the Pharisees asked Jesus, "When will the kingdom of God come?" And Jesus replied, "The kingdom of God cannot be detected by visible signs. You won't be able to say, 'Here it is,' or 'It's over there,' for the kingdom of God is already among you." When they talked about the kingdom of God, they had an image of a real-life kingdom where their God was in charge. The religious leaders were basically asking Jesus, when is that kingdom coming our way? When will it be our turn? How can we be part of making it happen right here, right now? The kingdom of God, according to Jesus, isn't some far-off dream. They didn't need to wait for the party to start because Jesus was telling them that it already had. So rather than sit on the sidelines and wait for a party to happen, Jesus invited them to join in on creating the vibe and starting the party in the here and now. Remember, a party starter knows that God started the party and that they play a part in keeping it going. Nothing kills the vibe like someone not playing their part. For instance, imagine the best photo op you've ever seen at a party event. The kind of photo booth that really makes you actually want to get all your friends together to take a picture. The kind of photo booth that makes you wait till everyone can get there before taking the picture. You finally get all posed, capture the picture, and someone airdrops the photo to the group. You open it, and that's when you see it. Maybe you blinked, maybe there was something in your teeth, maybe your hair was doing something weird, or maybe there were strange shadows that made you look completely scary. Total vibe killer. But on the other hand, we've all had the photo booth experience where you just knew the photo was gonna be perfect. Someone dusted that random piece of confetti off of your shirt. Someone else scooted the ring light right next to the right spot. You found the friend with the longest arm at the right angle and made sure everyone got into the picture. Everyone played their part. The good vibe that we want for the party. The kind of life that we want to live. The world we want to be a part of creating. Because of Jesus, that's all possible right here and right now. God's kingdom is happening this very second, and all of us get to be a part of it. It just takes you, right here, right now, being willing to play a part to make the kingdom of God a reality. So when we think about shining a light on the kingdom of God at work all around us, and as we think about what it looks like to create a vibe that Jesus promised us here on this earth, we can start with some of the things that we've learned along the way. It looks like you realizing that you, exactly at your age, where you live, with your gifts, have what it takes to be a party starter. It looks like doing more than what is asked of you, going the extra mile in the way that you see others and the way that you treat them. It looks like believing there is more to God than just what our own experiences have shown us. It looks like being with other people and experiencing their difficulties with them. It looks like being generous and encouraging, knowing that helping someone else is a win and that it's as meaningful as if we're winning ourselves. It looks like serving and pursuing justice when we use what we have for the good of others. It looks like being a leader and living though others are watching and paying attention. It looks like worshiping God and celebrating our creativity to celebrate the worth of people made in God's image. It looks like living with wisdom and humility, knowing that there is always something to learn from those around us. Imagine living in a world where followers of Jesus were known for their full lives. Imagine if people knew that we were the kind of ministry that was all about starting the party everywhere we went. Imagine if you and your friends were committed to being the kind of party starters simply with the way that you live your life. A party starter knows that they have a part to play. So go out and start that party.